lost to Sarah Kaufman. How does it feel to get this UFC win?
It feels so good. This is what I trained for. This is what I wanted. This was the best possible thing for me. I mean, you know, a 3-rounder, fight of the night, nitty gritty, bang it out. That always feels good in here. But to be able to walk away with no injuries and to feel dominant and to know that, you know, all the training that I did, that it all paid off. That's the ultimate. Get me right back on track for the next one.
Was your game plan to start a brawl in this fight?
Actually, my game plan was to do my jabs and my straight punches, and then to see what was open, to see what was there. I was definitely trying to stay in her face, but not dive right in, because I have a tendency to do that. And so I was actually trying to be really patient in this fight and wait until I saw that, you know, her balance was off or she was faltering, and then jump on that once I saw it.
Can you walk me through the finishing sequence?
Dude, I don't remember that stuff. I think here's as best as I can remember. Maybe if I watch it, I'll do a little bit better. But I feel like I hit her, and then I was like, okay, be patient for the next one. And then I was like, wait, it's now. This is the time. And then I hit her, and I was like, dude, is it happening? And then she was covering up, and I was like, I think it's happening. I was like, more. And then she went down, and then I was like, yes.
There was a lot of upstairs, downstairs. Yeah.
It's not the most technical play-by-play.
If I may, I think it was a barrage of punches. At some point, there was a high kick to the head, and then I guess you hit her in the liver, and then she kind of buckled, and then kind of finished with more punches.
You're right. That is what happened. I was punching her in the face, and then I threw a right, and I moved over to the side, and I threw a left high kick to her head, and that kind of brought her up top, and then I hit the body after that, and then that bent her over, and I was looking for the knee to the body as she went down.
Excellent, you know, dealing with such a huge reach advantage. What was training camp like for that?
Man, my training camp, you know, I'm still a developing fighter, to tell you the truth. So at this point, I'm not as much focusing on what other people's strengths are. I'm focusing on what my strengths are and what I bring into the cage. Maybe at some point, you know, when I'm at my like ultimate best fighter that I'm ever going to be, I'm going to be sitting around watching all their tape and basing it on how they fight. But at this point, I was working on what I need to do better, and so that was moving, that was angles, that was straight punches, that was looking for the openings, and I didn't. I mean, her reach, yeah, it is a factor, but as long as I did my game the right way, I knew it wasn't going to be too much of a factor.
Awesome.
How far are you away from being that ultimate fighter that you want to be?
Oh gosh, I don't know. Sky's the limit on that one. There's so many people that I look up to right now. My coaches, I've got Jongson on, who he's got the most famous Muay Thai fight in history, the elbow fight. If you check that, I've got Gilbert Melendez, who I get to work with, and you guys all know about Gilbert Melendez. Mm-hmm. You know, I've got just these great guys that I'm around: Nate Diaz, Jake Shields, and Moses Baca with the jiu-jitsu. I've got just amazing people, and I am not on their level yet. And so for me to be the ultimate fighter, the best fighter ever, I have a lot more to learn and put together with all of them.
Getting back to the fight, how surprised were you that it seemed like it was a desperation move by her to go for the takedown a couple times? She seemed to handle it very well, but was that surprising to you? Did you guys expect that to happen?
I figured that she was going to go for the takedown, actually. I thought that was going to be a part of her game plan, was to try to come in and take me down, because I know that she trains with a powerhouse of takedown and ground skills. And so, yeah, I figured that she was going to look for it. Again, I tend to forget stuff in the fight right afterward, so I know that she caught my leg and that she was looking to take me down there. Was there another one?
Yeah, well, the one that you had excellent balance, looked like you were going down, and you kept your balance like almost nothing was going on. And the second one, you kind of worked your way out of.
Good.
Would you like us to tell you more?
I worked on my takedown defense a whole lot. I've been working wrestling a whole lot. Travis Lee is the wrestling coach at El Nino Training Center, and so I've been working with him and working with a lot of great wrestlers that come out there to get good at that.
Working with Gil helps too, obviously.
Yeah, just watching him, being in the same room as him, I'm like, I think I got better.
Getting that first UFC win under your belt, what's next for you?
Another one. a huge training camp. Getting this fight was a 5-week training camp. But once I found out who the opponent was, I was like, I got to go for it. This is a great opponent for me. And this was definitely a huge boost and validation that what I'm doing is the right thing. And so I'm going to take all this and just put it right back into a really, really high intensity training camp.
How nice was it to not have to go all 3 rounds for the first time in a while? Your last few fights, you just keep going the distance over and over again. How's it nice to actually finish somebody?
Oh, dude, it was so nice. You know what? When I was in there, I was like, everyone deserves to have a first round knockout. Sometime or another, at some point in their career, there's only so many of those that show up. Yeah. So I was like, dude, I have earned a first round TKO with the battles that I've been in at this point. So I want this to happen, and it was really nice when it did.
So you were saying that before the fight?
That's what I was telling myself when I was in the cage. I was like, dude, I got to make this happen right now. I got to make this happen right now. I was like, I am in line. I'm up. My lotto numbers, statistics, it's time for me to get another first round, and I wanted it.
And so when the fight started, what did you think? What did you see out of her, and how did you feel? I mean, you made it look easy there at the end, but
I knew that she was going to come in strong. I knew that she has really good technique, and that she has a lot of faith in her technique. And I also knew, I know some other women who have fought her. Miriam Nakamoto fought her, and Raquel Pennington fought her. And so I had watched those fights, and so I'd seen the way that she reacts to punches, especially the harder punches. And so I was thinking a lot about how I was going to watch for once I stung her to go in for the kill after that.
nice.